Hi there. You are listening to the recording of how to get a graduate job masterclass. This will be a summary of exactly what the masterclass hour-long session covered. And what I'll do, I'll show some few slides to help you get all the information you need from this session. So I'm just going to share my screen. I've got to introduce myself. My name's Stefan and I'm one of the careers consultant team managers at Queen Mary, and I'm the careers consultant for the School of Electronic Engineering and Computer Science. And as I said, this summary video is all about how you can get a graduate job. So the first thing to do is to make sure that you're doing the right research, and we'll come on to that in a bit. So this research is around looking at the right websites for the roles and industries you're particularly interested in working in. So as you can see on this slide, there are various links. You will receive the slides, or you can ask for these slides if you wish by contacting us at careers@qmul.ac.uk. And the one link I particularly wanted to highlight is the industry guides. So if you are wondering what industry you would like to go into, or you have some idea of what industry you want to go into, our industry guides documents are particularly helpful in terms of directing you to specific websites that are related to your industry where you can get that type of role. In the session I did as well, lots of the students talked about the idea of looking at the direct company's website and seeing what advertised vacancies there are as well. All the logos, everything that you can see highlighted in pink, have all got hyperlinks to those specific websites that are mentioned on the slide as well. So when I was doing the session on Monday, we talked about the idea of different tactics that you can consider as a graduate to get that kind of highly skilled role, graduate role, what you would like to do after you finish university. So I'm just going to put those all up on the slide here. So there's various tactics that you can do. So being able to attend events from different employers, from us at Careers and Enterprise, from professional bodies in your industry as well. So that might be, for example, with computer science and electrical engineering students that I work with. They have an institute called the Institute of Engineering and Technology, or the Institute of Coding. So being part of these professional bodies allows you to gain access to industry relevant events, to meet employers or meet people that work for employers that you would like to be part of, and do that networking. Which brings me on to networking. So being able to create your own community, being able to network, being able to ultimately connect with others, because opportunities and graduate roles don't exist on their own. They're created by people. The power of people is my phrase that I love, is something to utilize without a doubt. Several other things that are listed on here, such as supports that is available to you from us at Careers and Enterprise, your community, your networks, and how you can upskill as well. So if you've identified certain skills that employers are looking for that you believe is a gap in your knowledge or your skill set, then there's a couple of websites that I've mentioned there, but there's many, many more as well. I think it's really important to ask yourself certain questions to reflect on what kind of graduate role you want to do. Think about your values. So in that link, the Mind Tools link, there's a values exercise there that you can consider doing to allow you to reflect on what your values are and what you believe in if you're not quite 100% sure. and how that links to a company as well that you work with. And what motivates you? What do you enjoy? Ask yourself these particular questions. Again, when you're thinking around the kind of role that you want to do, what are your priorities for that future career of yours? Is it work-life balance? Is it the training and development that you'll get from that organization and how structured that is, or how sporadic and flexible that is? Is it your salary? Is it where you live? Is it, if it is salary, by the way, if it is your money, think about why. That's really important. Why is money important to you? Is it to help your family? Is it to build independence in your life and be able to afford your own home? Many different reasons that simply money doesn't necessitate on its own. It's thinking about the deeper reasons why that is important. So just to summarize exactly what I've gone through today, research and reflect and reflect and research. I haven't shown the specific slide related to this framework that I came up with, but I hope you can understand that the tactics are all about the research. That's examples of research that you will be doing. And the reflection is those kind of questions that you would ask yourself to help you prioritize what kind of graduate role and what kind of company is the right fit for your values, your motivations, and what you ultimately enjoy. And this is an interchangeable process. So when you research and then you reflect, you will go away and probably research again after that reflection, and then you'll probably do reflection after that research again. So hence why I've titled that first bullet point, research and reflect and research. So as I mentioned, getting to know who you are and what you want in your future is really key. And that's just one example of a question to ask yourself if you haven't already. Again, I have mentioned this, opportunities come from people. So try and network and create your own community or develop your community further through platforms like LinkedIn, through industrial professional bodies that I've mentioned, etc. Utilize the tools you have already. In the session that I did on Monday, lots and lots of the students involved came up with many good ideas around what websites they would go to, and they were sharing that best practice so with each other, which is great. So you have many tools already, but also utilize the support and the tools that you may not have yet. So utilize support from us in Careers and Enterprise. We offer graduates 3 years of support after you've graduated as well. So please make the most of that opportunity, because your career is a journey, and being able to get that support, things change. So being able to get that support 3 years down the line is potentially really beneficial to you. And lastly, I didn't mention this, but I think everything that is talked about in this session, in this summary, you've just got to be proactive. You've got to try things out and see what happens. Not doing anything will mean you won't get the dream job that you would love. I think being proactive, taking those steps and tactics, trying things out, so doing that research, but also reflecting on what you've learned is really important. I hope you found this recording and this quick summary helpful. Thank you for your time. Take care.